Welcome everyone. Today we're going to be talking about staking in Cardano. It's going to be coming with the release of Shelley in 2019. We have to be patient. This is going to take some time, but once we release it, it's going to be released. The last thing you want is something being released early and it has bugs, it has flaws. That's going to severely hamper the impact of this cryptocurrency long term. These cryptocurrencies that are rushing out their mainnet and putting all these features out there, and just to find out that the system is broken, what kind of institutional support is going to be adopted on a broken system? So that being said, I'm going to try to explain Cardano staking in the simplest way possible. I'm going to do a little bit of a little experiment, and we're going to see exactly what the premise is. So you don't necessarily need to know the math behind it, or you don't need to know the complexity behind it, but having a vague idea of what's happening within the system is extremely important. So I have a roll of nickels here, and I have these 3 Tupperware containers, and each of these represent a staking pool. So I'm going to answer some questions using these nickels and these staking pools. So first, I'm going to unroll these nickels and I am going to put them in the staking pools. And each nickel is going to represent an ADA. Okay, so obviously I don't have the circulating supply of ADA at the moment. And the reason why I use the nickel, well, Cardano ADA right now is what, 6-7 cents. You know, I don't know if the bear market is over, but people are calling for 5 cents. So I didn't think it was appropriate to get a roll of dimes, so I got a roll of nickels. So we're gonna use a roll of nickels. I'm gonna label each of them, and each of them is gonna represent an ADA. And once again, I do not have the circulating supply in my hand, so I can't. This is a scaled model. It's not exactly to scale, but it's like a mini scale of what's going to happen. So I'm going to cut to another scene quickly, and we're going to get a close-up of the experiment that I'm going to run. And I will explain everything as it becomes present. So welcome back, everyone. This is the roll of nickels. I am going to unwrap this roll right now. And let's see, how do you unwrap this? Okay, so here we have 40 nickels, $2 of nickels. I just got this from the bank. And we are going to label each of them with a little sticker that indicates the number of the ADA number. So I'll explain everything right after I finish labeling. So I'm just going to go through this labeling process quickly. Welcome back, everyone. So I labeled each of these nickels with the numbers 1 through 40. There are 40 nickels, so each one represents an ADA. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly the concept behind what staking is like within the Cardano ecosystem. Why it's necessary for staking pools to exist. What you need to do, you need to look at your own situation. This is not financial advice, but you need to look at your own ADA holdings and you need to see what's best for you. Like I said, when Shelley releases next year, there are going to be around 1,000 staking pools at the inception but these are going to grow as time goes by. So there's going to be more and more staking pools. Eventually, there's going to be many more than 1,000 staking pools. But why do I need to join a staking pool? Well, one of the reasons why you may need to join a staking pool, of course, you can stake yourself, but you may not have enough ADA to actually win staking rewards. So how the blockchain in Cardano works is that when blocks are produced, they need something to verify the transaction. So this is the whole concept of proof of stake. So all the transactions that are happening within a block in a given time period, they need to be validated by a node. And that node gets selected by random. So what do I mean by the transactions within a block? So let's say from December 1st to December 2nd, there's 50,000 transactions within the ecosystem. Within any ecosystem, Bob's sending 3 ADA to Alice. John is sending 50,000 ADA to Billy. Billy is sending 20,000 to Bill. All these transactions are happening within a given time period, and they need to be validated. So in order to select the validator or the validator node, this is when proof of stake is occurring. So in proof of work in Bitcoin, the ASIC miners, those ASIC mining machines, they're the ones validating the transactions. But in proof of stake, it's going to be people's stake that they are going to be chosen as the people that are validating the transactions. So if you do not have a lot of ADA in the grand scheme of things, you may have a lot of ADA to you, but you're going to need a lot of ADA in order to win those rewards or win the ability to verify transactions. Because what happens is that within the system, they're going to randomly choose someone to verify a block at any given time period. And this could be a random number of ADA. So like say your ADA number 33, but the chances of if you only own one ADA, like 133 ADA, they have to choose your number by random. By joining a pool, you are able to amalgamate more ADA. So if any of the ADA within your pool are chosen, then you win. And the person becomes the slot leader and you will be delegated a percentage of the rewards. So I have 3 staking pools here. I have HODL, I have Cardano to Andromeda, and I have the $2 staking pool, okay? So I am gonna go ahead and put in 8 ADA into this staking pool, the HODL staking pool. I'm trying to put these face up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And as you can see, this Tupperware is a little bit bigger, so let's put 10 in here. So this is a staking pool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's put another 8 in this $2 staking pool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and the rest are just floating ADA. Let's say a whale owns all this ADA and they're going to be staking themselves. So they're not even in a pool. Let's just say that this is just floating ADA right here. And let's make this a little bit easier actually, and let's throw in some more ADA into some of these staking pools. So I'm gonna because I don't want the whale to have this much ADA. Okay, so let's say this is you own like 4 ADA here, and you think that you can stake yourself. You think it's worth it for you to stake yourself. So all of these, I have two categories here, online and offline. What does this mean? When you're online, when the staking pool is online, when you're chosen as the slot leader, you have to be there to verify the transactions. If not, you lose, and then someone else gets delegated that position. So if you're in a staking pool where they're always offline, you're never going to get any rewards. And of course, you can just pull out your ADA and put it in another staking pool. And once again, people are not controlling your ADA. So you're delegating to a pool. There's no reason, you're not sending people your private key. You always control your ADA. But we want it to be in a staking pool that's always online. So let us put this online. And then from there, we're going to choose a random number. So I'm going to go to a random number generator online, and I am going to choose a number. So let us see quickly. And once again, this is how it's going to be. So randomness is very difficult to achieve. So if I tell you that I wanted to pick a random number from 1 to 40, you would say that I put the 40 numbers in a hat and, I pick one. But that's not necessarily random. Not every single paper is the same width. It may have a little bit jagged edge. Some may be a little bit lighter. Some may be a little bit heavier, subjecting it to a certain weight distribution. One may fall to the bottom. I may be a little bit biased with my hand movement. Everything has to be done completely random. This is when the term NPCs come into play. Because what happens is if you have one party controlling the randomness, then it could be manipulated if someone controls that party. So MPC is basically a multi-party computation. And this is what I understand of it. There are multiple parties that are verifying the randomness of this situation. So we're going to do a random number generator. And even these random number generators are not 100% random. They're like 0.9999999. So in order to achieve true randomness, you need to have a decentralized solution to choose the staking winner. Otherwise, people are going to manipulate the situation. If someone knows the random generating algorithm, they can always adjust their stake in order to maximize rewards. I'm not sure in what situations this could happen, but it could happen. So we're going to generate a number from 1 to 40. And we're going to generate a random number. So I'm going to generate it now. So the first number I get is 32. So we need to find number 32 within the staking pool. So 32 right here, it is right here. So it's in HODL. So this is in the HODL staking pool. So as you can see, number 32 is in the HODL staking pool. I'm going to generate a number again. $34. So 34, we need to find the number 34. It's again. And 34 is in the Cardano to Andromeda staking pool. So as you can see, I keep on choosing random numbers, and every time I generate random numbers, this random number now was 33. It's going to choose a number, and it's probably going to be in a staking pool that has significant size. So right here, it's in the $2 staking pool, 33. So all this randomness, it's going to choose a specific ADA, and within that group, that is who becomes a slot leader. So the more ADA that you have increases your chance of actually becoming the slot leader and gaining those rewards. So if you want to go all rogue and do it yourself, yes, you can pay your server costs and everything like that, but you may never win. You may never win. So what happens if I choose 33 and it's offline? Then that staking pool is not that trustworthy anymore. It's not like they're going to steal your ADA, but you're not getting rewards. So you may want to take your number 33 and put it to the Cardano to Andromeda or the HODL staking group. But at the end of the day, I made a video about this. It's not a race to the bottom. So what does that mean? It doesn't mean that joining the biggest staking pool necessarily yields the best results. There's game theory behind this. So there's a maximum, there's like a saturation rate for each staking pool. And that basically means that staking pools with smaller amounts may have a actually better opportunity to yield even better returns. So it's not necessarily I need to stake my delegation to staking pool IOHK. It's not going to work like that. So that's why there's going to be a multiplicity of different staking pools. So this was a quick example of what is going on within this ecosystem, what you should expect for staking. Please let me know if I rambled too much. Please let me know if this video was boring. I appreciate all the feedback, and let me know if this was a waste of time. I just tried to explain it in the best visual way I could. I'm a visual learner, so this is exactly what it is. It's just a random choice. It's like randomness. It's a game of musical chairs. You're choosing the right one. So I will be documenting my staking journey. I will be documenting what I'm doing within this ecosystem. I'm always here to answer questions, and let me know if this was helpful. If not, please leave the comments below and I'll stick to my original format of making videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And have a great day. Have a great day.